first as a first thing in today's session, right? We'll be going through the different ways how we can create administrators, whether it's the super administrator or the security admin or a local admin. But whatever the admin, what are the different ways how we can create this administrator in success factor system? That is what we are going to see in today's session, guys. And I'll show you how to grant the administrative privileges to the employees or the consultants or the super admins, whatever we are going to create in today's session, guys. That is what the agenda for today's session. And in fact, just for your information, in success factors we have three different types of administrators, guys. Let me brief about that. We have three different type of administrators. And one of those things is the super administrator, guys, or he is also called as a super admin. And the second one is going to be security admin, and the third one is going to be either your local admin or just admin, guys. So what kind of activities that these three different types of administrators going to do in your success factor system? So if you talk about that, right, this super administrator is the one who is going to set up the RBP, your role based permissions, or the administrative domains in your success factor system. Basically, he is the one who is going to configure your security in the system, and he is going to create all other consultants. Like say he's the super admin, which is the first user created in your success factor system. Then all other consultants or user accounts are going to be created by this guy called as super administrator, guys. Okay, and he is the one who is going to grant access or revoke the access to the consultants in your success factor system, guys. Okay, and so what this guy is going to do, the security admin, he is the one responsible for creation of roles and permissions and the domains in your success factor system. Maybe it is like a very early stage to talk about these roles and permissions, but these roles and permissions are the building blocks for your role based permissions or the administrative domains, guys. So these guys, the security admin is going to configure those things. Okay, you see here, this guy is going to assign that to the required people, but who is going to configure the required roles and permissions in your success factor system is the super admins, guys. Okay, and who are the local admins or the administrators? Anyone with access to the administration tools in your success factor system, like say any consultant. See, for sure they need to have access to the administrative tools to do any sort of configuration, guys. So all your configuration is going to happen from your instance using the administrative tools. So anyone with access to the administration tools in your success factor system is called as an administrator in your success factor system, guys. So that's the difference between high level difference between these three different types of administrators in your success factor system, guys. Okay, so let's start with how you can create your users and you can assign the administrative permissions in your success factor system. So let me start with the very first way. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, guys. Just to overview the different ways how we can create administrators or assign the required privileges to the users so that they can do the configuration in your success factor system is, the first thing is going to be like in your provisioning system. I hope like you are by this time you are all aware of what is your provisioning system. In your provisioning system, you can create your super administrators. These are by default your super administrators, guys. And the other way is going to be from your instance, success factor instance. You can go to your admin tools, and you have in admin tools you have an option called as manage users, guys. So you can create users using this manage users option, and the next step is going to be like you have to assign required admin privileges to these users that you created using the manage users option, guys. But you can see here the first option, you are not assigning any privileges or admin rights to these guys, because by default they are going to inherit the admin privileges because you are creating a super admin in the provisioning system. But the moment you are creating a user in your success factors instance using the manage users option, they are not the administrators, guys. You have to go ahead and explicitly assign the required admin privileges to the users that you are creating using the manage users option in your instance. And the third option is going to be like from your instance itself using the import UDF file, user data file. User data file is nothing but the way how you can import or export the employees or the users from your success factor system to your desktop or vice versa, guys. So you can import n number of users into the success factor system in a single shot using the UDF file, which is in a CSV file format, guys. I'll show you how it looks like. We are going to work on those things, guys. And once you import it, right, you have to assign required admin privileges to the users, guys. So at a high level, these are the three different ways how you can create your users in your success factor system, guys. So let me go to the first way, your super administrator. How you're going to create your super administrator in the provisioning system is you have to log into your provisioning system. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay, you see, I'm logging into the provisioning system here, guys. Okay, you see here, I'm going to log into the provisioning system using this URL, and let me log into the system. I'll show you where to create your super administrators in the provisioning system, guys. So once you can see here, the moment you log into your provisioning system, this is your default home page of your provisioning system. And if you go to your company settings, you see here there is an option called as company settings. Click on this company settings, and you can see this is our organization ID. And in this provisioning system, under our organization ID, you have to create a super administrator. In order to create a super administrator, please navigate all the way down to your provisioning system. In the provisioning system, under your company settings, navigate all the way down, and you have an option to create an administrator somewhere here, guys. Yeah, you see, you have an option to create your administrator from this particular section in your provisioning system, guys. Okay, so how you are going to do it, at least like you have to provide a username here. Let's say I want to create a user account. 1 second, guys, if you hold on a minute, let me create a I'm just pulling a user information, guys, so that I can go ahead and create that user now. Just let me know, guys, if you are not able to follow my voice, or like if I am little bit fast or slow, I can adjust my pace. See, your instance, I have a question in the chat window, guys, and the question is like this: what is your instance? So instance is nothing but your front-end system of your success factors, guys, where you will be carrying out all your configuration. Any consultant is going to carry out the configuration from the front end called as your instance, guys. Whereas your provisioning is nothing but it's a back end where you will be doing the modules activation and the deactivation of your modules is going to happen from your provisioning system at a high level. That is what is the difference between these two things, guys. Okay, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to create a yep.
Raghu, I'm not able to see your session.
No,
I'm not able to see your screen.
Is that fine now?
No.
I'm in the on the provisioning page, guys. Okay. So you see here, I'm going to create a super administrator from the provisioning system using this section, guys. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to okay, guys. I see like there is a comment like I'm going a little bit fast. Let me slow down, guys. Sorry about that. So we came to this particular place to create a super administrator, guys, because we are working on a task of creating different ways of creating your administrators in your success factor system. That is our task, and one of the way to create your super administrator is from the provisioning system. We have an option to create a super administrator. That is what we are doing now, guys, and that is the reason I am in the provisioning account. Under our organization company settings, I have a section called, as you can see, I can create a administrator from this particular section, guys. Okay.
Raghu, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Raj.
Yes, I wanted to check with, ask you, the super administrator you're talking about, is that going to be created by SAP, or is going to be created by the administrator of the company you're working for?
No, yeah, it's a good question. One sec. Let me mute Raj. Okay. See, what it happens is like when you are on a project, say someone should log into your client provisioning system, right? And that login credentials are going to be provided by SAP SuccessFactors, guys. And using that login credentials, or let's say, let me answer this in this fashion, guys. SAP SuccessFactors can provide the client with login credentials to the client provisioning system, right? And using these login credentials, you can create a super administrator. Let's say, who can get these login credentials? Say you are a certified consultant who are working at the client place. Yes, you can get the login credentials to the client provisioning system. On your name, you can get login credentials to the client provisioning system, guys. I am emphasizing it is only to the provisioning system, the login credentials to the provisioning system, guys. So the moment you have the login credentials to the provisioning system, so being a consultant, you can go ahead and create the super administrator. Might be you will be creating your own login credentials or the super administrator for your instance. Or let's say there is another consultant who might be a super administrator for your project or at your client place. So you might be creating that guy's user account. Nothing but the user account is nothing but the user who can log into the instance, guys.